Good morning, everyone. I'm Bharti Sharma. I teach English. How are you all? I hope you are all well and you're staying indoors, not venturing out, because I think the only way to beat this coronavirus is to stay indoors as much as possible so that we are able to lead a normal life back soon. Okay, so today we'll start a new topic. That is, we'll start with the poem How to Tell Wild Animals by Carolyn Wells. This is a poem from your book First Flight, and this poem, How to Tell Wild Animals by Carolyn Wells, revolves around the dangerous ways to identify the wild animals. The poet tries to distinguish one animal from the other in a humorous way, that is by adding humor. She's trying to bring some comic relief amongst these dangerous beasts. The poet suggests that it is very risky to be in such close proximity to these wild beasts. The poet tells us that it is very risky to be in such close proximity. Such close proximity, it means closeness, that is distance. To be in very close distance with these animals. The poem is thus educative as it tells us about various features of wild animals. We can call this poem as educative as it tells us about various features of all these wild animals. Now, before we start with the summary, how to tell wild animals? When we say tell wild animals, here tell is to distinguish between the wild animals, to identify the wild animals. That is what tell is about. Now, the summary of the poem. The poem describes various wild animals. These animals are very dangerous, and the poet has introduced them one by one in a very funny way. First, she tells us about an Asian lion. She says that if you are visiting the jungles of the east and you see an animal which has tawny skin, that is, which has something yellowish or orangish skin, and he roars so loudly that you will die out of fear. This means that you have seen an Asian lion. So the poet is telling us that if by any chance you have gone to the jungles of east and if you have seen any animal there which is tawny, which has tawny skin, that is the color, orangish color skin, and if the animal roars so loudly that you feel like dying of fear, this means that you have seen an Asian lion. Next in line is the Bengal tiger, that she has explained to be a royal animal that gets close to its prey stealthily and kills it. So next animal to be described is the Bengal tiger, which she says is a royal animal, and it comes or it gets to its prey very stealthily. Stealthily is very quietly. It comes near its prey and then it attacks it. She says by adding humor that if this black striped animal kills you and eats you, then you have surely met a Bengal tiger. So she is trying to be funny when she says that if this black striped animal kills you and eats you, then you will understand or you'll come to know that it is a Bengal tiger. After this, she says that if the reader met an animal that has black spotted skin and it at once jumps on him, then it means that the reader has met a leopard. So after this, the poetess is describing about an animal which has black spots on its body, and that animal, it at once attacks its prey, that it at once pounces on its prey, then you can be sure that it is a leopard. So she's telling us the difference between a tiger and a leopard. The tiger attacks stealthily, that is, tiger comes very quietly near its prey and then it attacks. Whereas a leopard, just straight away it attacks its prey. So this is the difference between tiger and leopard. Moreover, she says that if one will cry out in pain, it may be of no use as the leopard will not stop attacking him. So, moreover, she is also adding that if the person whom the leopard has attacked, if he starts crying out in pain, it is not going to be of any use because the leopard won't stop attacking him. Then she moves on to the bear that she says will hug very tightly. She says that the bear will continue to hug tightly and that is the only way to recognize him. Then she tells us about the bear, which she says will hug you tightly, will hug its prey tightly, and it will keep on continuing hugging the prey. So you should understand that this is a bear. After this, she asks a question to the readers that do they know how to recognize the beasts that hunt their prey? Then she asks the readers that do they know how to recognize, how to make out the beast of prey, that is the animals who hunt for their prey. Here she explains about hyenas, which she thinks have a smiling face, and the crocodiles have tears in their eyes. So here she's talking about hyenas and crocodiles. Hyenas, they look like fox, but they have spots on their skin. And the peculiarity of hyena is it appears as if the animal or hyena, it is laughing when it is attacking its prey. That is, it has a smiling face or it laughs. It looks like it is laughing. Whereas crocodile, they have tears in their eyes when they are hunting. This can be seen when they are killing their prey. The last one on the list is a chameleon. She says that it is a lizard-like creature which doesn't have ears and wings. She further says that the chameleon has a quality of changing its color according to the color of the surface. So the last on the list is a chameleon. A chameleon is a lizard-like creature, but just like the lizard, doesn't have ears and wings. And she further says that the peculiarity of the chameleon is that it changes its color according to its surrounding. So if the reader looks at a tree and if he can only see the tree, this means that there is a chameleon sitting on it which has already turned its color to brown, just like the branch of the tree. So if the reader is seeing a tree and if he just sees the tree and nothing else, then he should understand that there must be a chameleon sitting on the tree and it has already changed its color to brown. That is why he is not able to make out that there is a chameleon. Now moving on to reading the poem, How to Tell Wild Animals. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. So the poetess is saying that if ever you should go by chance, that is, if ever by chance you go to the jungles in the east, and there in the jungles in the east, if a large and tawny beast, a large and tawny, that is orangish colored animal, advances towards you, advance here means comes towards you, and if he roars at you as you are dying, and if he roars very loudly, ferociously, and you feel like that you are going to die, then you will know it is the Asian lion. You will come to know that it is the Asian lion. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn that the Bengal tiger to discern. And or if sometime in the jungle, if you are roaming around, that is, you are just moving around, and a noble wild beast greets you. Just look at the use of humor here. Can you ever imagine a noble wild beast greeting you? No, it's here when she's saying greets you, it means when it attacks you. With black stripes on a yellow ground. It has black stripes on a yellow ground. Yellow ground is the skin, yellow colored skin, and it has black stripes on its skin. or its hide. Just notice if he eats you. So you have to notice, you have to observe. How can you observe if he eats you? So the poetess is using humor here. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. So this simple rule may help you learn, that is, you will be able to learn from this simple rule to detect the tiger. Discern is to detect. If strolling forth, a beast you view whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you will know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. So if strolling forth, that is if you're walking casually, forth is forward, a beast you view, and a beast comes in your view, whose hide with spots is peppered, whose hide, that is whose skin is peppered with spots, that is there are spots on its hide. As soon as he has leapt on you, and as soon as the beast has leaped on you, leapt is the past tense of leap, and the spelling is L-E-A-P-T. Here the poet has altered the spelling of this word. You will know it is the leopard. You will come to know that this beast is the leopard. It'll do no good to roar with pain. Again here this apostrophe T W I L L, it is the contracted form of it will. Okay, so it'll do no good to roar with pain. He will only leap and leap again. He will only leap and leap again. It is again the poet has altered the spelling. Instead of L-E-A-P, he is writing L-E-P, L-E-P. This is to keep with the rhythm, keep in with the rhythm of the poem. So he is altering the spellings of certain words. If when you're walking around your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more caress. So if when you are walking around your yard, that is if you are walking around your backyard, that is the place which you have behind your house, if you're walking around there and if you meet a creature there, if you meet any animal there who hugs you very, very hard, that is who that animal hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. You have to be certain that it is a bear, because if you have any doubts, if you still have any doubts about it, I guess he will give you just one more caress. So he will hug you once more very hard. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus. So if while distinguishing beasts of prey, while identifying or differentiating between beasts of prey, a novice is a new person. Okay, so a new novice might nonplus, a new person might be confused. Might nonplus, again the spelling has been altered. It has to be P-L-U-S-S-E-D, but the poet has written nonplus. Okay, a novice might nonplus, a novice might get confused. The crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus, hyenas come with merry smile, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. So a novice might get confused, but you'll also always have to understand that you can tell a crocodile from a hyena from the very simple point that hyenas come with merry smile. That is, hyenas are smiling all the time. This is a hyena. It has spots on its skin. So it always has a merry smile, that is a very happy smiley face. But if they weep, they are crocodile. But if the animal is crying, then it is a crocodile. This is how you can distinguish between hyena and crocodile. That is, hyena are always laughing, they have a very smiley face, and crocodiles are crying. So this is how you can distinguish between these animals. A true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, 'tis the chameleon you see. So the true chameleon is small. The poet is saying that a true chameleon is a small creature, and it is a lizard sort of thing. It is just like a small lizard. He hasn't any ears at all, and the chameleon doesn't have any ears, and it doesn't have a single wing also. And if there is nothing on the tree, and if you're looking at the tree and you don't see anything on it, just the chameleon you see. You'll have to be sure that it is the chameleon you're seeing. Again, the poet has used or altered the spelling. Here it is apostrophe TIS. It is for it is. So the poet has altered the word again here. Okay. So this finishes off the lesson for today. Thank you. Have a good day.